and welcome to Dartmoor Stomps. And today you find me eventually at Venford Reservoir. We are in the north car park, literally right next to the dam. Okay, so we come down to the dam, or leave the car park lowest end, close to the dam, cross the road where you will see the first of the RDH stones. Was that one there? RD, it's like RDT to me, but yeah. Follow the railings on the left. It does say cross the road, yeah, cross the road. Follow the railings on the left for 50 metres and go through a metal gate. Well, that one there's padlocked. So up here, I guess. Gotta be in it. Anyway, yeah, I say I eventually found my way here because the postcode in the tome for the car park is completely wrong. Nope. It takes you to Becky Falls. I didn't know. I actually didn't remember where Venford Reservoir was. So I was driving along, got there, and then realised I wasn't here. So don't follow the postcode in the book. It'll take you to completely the wrong place. It's quite a drive to get from there to here, so be warned. Go through into a woodland, notice the mortar stone on the left inside the gate. That's one over there, little stone. A reminder that tin was a major industry in the area until as recently as the 19th century. Ooh. Follow the easy level path through the mixed woodland along the edge of the reservoir lake. Several streams empty into the lake at the top end. Cross over a wooden bridge and go left. The path can be a little bit muddy, but will soon improve as we walk back towards the dam. Alrighty. Okay, so yes, Venford Reservoir. I've kind of driven over it before, but never really explored this sort of neck of the woods. Okay, let's do the basics. Distance 1 mile or 3 miles. Gradient, the short walk is level, the longer walk has one short steep climb. Severity, the short walk's easy, longer walk moderate. Time 45 minutes or 1 3/4 hours. Parking at the reservoir there. Well, there are public toilets. I didn't notice them, I have to say. Anyway, so we're going to keep going down here until we get to a wooden bridge. Ooh, that's quite pretty. The keen-eyed amongst you might have realised, might have noticed, that there hasn't been a stomp for a couple of weeks. It's not because I haven't wanted to, the weather has been appalling. And like today isn't brilliant, but like, I think it's the best we're going to get for a while. There's a fly on the camera. Ugh. Oh, look at this. I'm going to get scratched. Oh, not too bad, just about. Cool. That is a mighty pretty view. And quite a display of rhododendrons over there. Oh, and honeysuckle. God. I can see flies landing on my camera. I do apologise if one lands on the lens. But it's a bit of a... Yeah, it's nice to see flowers like this. We've had this couple of weeks of rain and it's just not evident for 6. I mean, the garden, you know, it's all lush and that, but there's no flowers. They've all gone. Just have a little bit of a close-up. Yeah, this is very lovely. Oh. It does say we start this walk with a level path around the reservoir itself, which will only take 45 minutes. In spring, there are bluebells close to the water's edge, followed later by non-native rhododendrons, which make a colourful display reflected in the water. They do, look at that. They might not be natives, but I think they could stay, look at that. Handsome. This is the time of year to come, isn't it? Beautiful. Stunning. Okay, here's the bridge. Oh, water and wildlife. There's crossover wooden bridge and go left. The path can be this is where the path can be a little bit muddy. Follow the path through the trees, but beware of the tree roots. Ignore the gate by the steps, but look for another gate in the railings on the right, about 25 metres before the end of the stone parapet of the dam. Okay, 25 metres before the end of the dam there's going to be a gate. Got it, John. Jeez, look at that. Blimey. I guess this is the right way. We're proper off-roading. Alright, there we go. This looks more sensible. And we're heading back towards the dam. This is becoming a bit of a theme. Whenever John mentions tree roots, what he means is tree trunks. Where did we have that again? Barator, that was it, wasn't it? Another reservoir. Railings have appeared up there. Right, there's a gate here. It said something about ignoring a gate, didn't it? Ignore the gate by the steps. Right, okay, and these are definitely steps. You haven't seen me, haven't seen you. I guess the short walk must be just walking around the reservoir. I've seen a few dog walkers. Actually, it's a nice length for just a dog walk. And they get to have a swim, don't they? So, back at the dam. Pretty much. That didn't take long. Now, it says 25 metres. I think that's less than 25 metres away. 25 metres away from the parapet, it says. Oh, maybe that is it. Oh, could be, I guess. Alright, let's work on that assumption. Ooh, up. Go left on the road, noticing one of the things. What? PUDC boundary. Ah, yes. Right, there we go, that's been noticed. Cross the dam to complete the shorter walk. Yeah, so that is literally just walking around the reservoir. For a longer walk, do not cross the dam, but pass the entrance to Venford Water Treatment Works and walk on the moorland with the railings on the left. Okay, so we're not going in there, we're going up here. Oh. At the corner of the railings, where there is another marker stone, go left down the slope. Right, railings stop there. Maybe they start again. Maybe they start again after this building. I think that's the assumption I'm going to make. Yeah, because look, that's the buildings of the waterworks, and we definitely walk past those, so keep going for a bit. And the railings do indeed start again. Fantastic. There's an awful lot of flies on this walk. Not enjoying that. Okay, there's some marker stone, so let's just go down to the left. Go left down the slope, keeping the railings on the left. And the bottom turn right onto a good track. Cool. I'm ready for a good track. I'm just looking. Notice this old wallet. And this has definitely got like a stone track. I wonder what it used to be. It's Definitely looks like some sort of effort has been made to make it a proper, like, you know, not a road, but some sort of path. Oh. Oh, yes. Wow. Right. This is definitely something. What does the book say? Alright, at the bottom, turn right onto good track with the Venford brook on the left. The stone-edged pathway is the pipe track. As it gently descends, a sharp tor will soon appear on the horizon ahead. A pipe track. Pipe from the reservoir? All the water comes down here, maybe? It's quite interesting. It almost looks like a rail track or something. This really is quite special. Look at this. Lovely. Oh, and I guess that sharp tor up there. Wow. I'm wondering if this walk was put in last minute, and I'm wondering if the walk was originally going to be Becky Falls, and that's why the Becky Falls postcode was in the car park section for this walk. Maybe that's just a conspiracy theory. Oh, but it would make sense, wouldn't it? Maybe he said, no, actually this walk has got to be done. It's got to be done. These flies are getting annoying though. Maybe it's the reservoir, maybe it's that we've had a lot of rain as well. But oh, everywhere. Not pleasant. Look at that. Don't know what's happened to him. What a lovely scene. This has been very picturesque, this walk. So far. Looks like postcard stuff everywhere. They're pretty. After a while, the track contours around a hill into an oak wood and passes a fenced area on the left. Where it starts to bend quite sharply to the right, look out for two prominent large granite slabs on the right. At this point, turn right up a minor track through the ancient woodland with moss-covered trees and boulders. Be careful as there is no sign, and if the main track is straightened out, you've gone too far. Okay, yeah, so we've had like 2 weeks of solid rain. It's been rubbish. And then they said today is going to be alright. And then it's raining all weekend again. It's Thursday today, boy. Get up, bloody flies. Right. So I'm guessing we've had our summer. We did have a few weeks. This is about like Westman's Wood, but grown up. Proper ancient. Okay, a couple of boulders here, slabs. That's got to be a minute. There's a track that goes up here. Just make sure there isn't another right turn just past these things. I guess there is, they both fit. So. Right. I'm committing up here. I'll tell you what, there's not many places left where you can walk through an ancient oak woodland like this, is there? I hope you can make it out on YouTube after it's mangled my footage. As the path emerges from the woodland onto open moor, it steepens as it climbs to reach Bench Tor. Blimey, you weren't joking. Cool. Jesus. Okay, we're still climbing. Oh, it's so hot and muggy. There's Sharp Tor. Oh look, North Estuary Tor over there. Right, keeping on. It climbs to reach Bench Tor. This is Bench Tor. Hey, that ain't bad. Look at that. Oh, let's see if we can get a bit higher. Away from these damn flies. So that's the Dark Gorge. Oh. Oh. There's Venford Reservoir. I found a seat. Oh. Flies are definitely annoying, but it's a nice view. There are fantastic views over Dark Gorge. On a clear day, the sea near Tor Bay can be seen ahead, whilst behind is Princetown. Off. Oh. Whilst behind is Princetown and the communication mast on North Estuary Tor. A good place to rest and enjoy the Dartmoor scenery. Return to the top of the path that you came up. With the rocks of Bench Tor on the left, go past the 2 hawthorn trees, over the grassy moor, heading slightly left to the reservoir ahead. At first the path is not obvious, but as it descends past a few more scattered hawthorn trees and rocky outcrops, it becomes clearer. The path bends to the left and climbs slightly towards a telephone pole on the skyline before reaching a stone-filled wall. Alright. Oh, these flies are doing my head in. Oh. How can you avoid them? Don't come here after rain. Is that what it is? Is it the rain that's got them all up? Or maybe it's the time of year. I'm here in June. Don't come here in June. Come in May. Right. Oh. So we came from up there, go through these trees, and we're going to head this way. Okay, I can see the path now. At first I was tempted to go up there, but I think that's wrong. You kind of need to head between all these trees, slightly to the left of the reservoir over there. That tree looks shocked. Like I've just seen a mouse. It's a beautiful view. And there's that smell of coconut again, which is kind of odd because I can't see any gorse flowers, but there's a real strong smell of coconut. Maybe it's someone sunbathing. I doubt it in this weather, but so I'm looking for a phone pole. It says head towards the phone pole. Not seeing it yet. Okay, so I've just come from that direction, and we've been following the path, and the path splits. One half goes up there, but it seems to carry on down there, and there's no mention of this in the book. But the reservoir's over there, and looking at this, I'm going to walk towards the reservoir, because I don't think I can go far wrong with that. I think we've seen all the sights, and this is just the last little bit. So I'm going to sum up this walk. Now, today, only today, and I'm sure this will only be for today, for me, frustrating, very frustrating. Of course, it started off by coming to the car parking space that was 20 miles away. That was a huge frustration, getting here. The bit around the reservoir, that was lovely, that was beautiful. But this bit, the flies have just been a nightmare, and actually have made it just a bit of a chore. But that said, very lovely bit at the beginning with the reservoir and those roadies. Wow, beautiful. And that ancient oak woodland was very, very lovely. But I'll be honest, I've been kind of rushing because I haven't had the time I gave to do this walk because of the fiasco with the parking. So it's been a little bit of just get around it and make sure I can get back in time to do what else I've got to do today. That said, beach tour was it? Yeah, a lovely little tour that. And maybe it's the time of year or whatever, but if you can get here, avoid the flies, I don't know, make sure it hasn't been raining or something, come a bit earlier in the year, this would be a very nice little walk. The bit up through the woods, that was hell of a steep. Moderate? You said that was a moderate climb? No, that was proper. Right, that's heading down there, that's heading up there. I'm going to head across this way, I think. So, paths carry on down there. I'm just mooching on up here. And I can see the reservoir over there. Beautiful, that'll do. So yeah, this is the penultimate walk for the Dartmoor Stomps second series. And indeed, the walks in this book, Walks for All Ages by Mr. John Noblet. We call him John. The next one is interesting because I haven't got a clue where it is. That's going to take a bit of research. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. It's not. It's one of those that's not in a place. So I'm going to have to look a bit looking on the map and stuff to find that one. But I am looking forward to that. Okay, this track is just going along, basically along the top of where we started. There's that building, and that was the gate that went along the bottom there with all those flies. Actually, I guess you could avoid those flies and just walk up here, couldn't you? Yeah, that's my recommendation. Do that. Okay, so I can see the reservoir down there. I've come from that way. It goes up there, but I'm wondering, can we cut down through here? Or maybe cut across this bit. I wonder what this was. Oh, is this the field boundary he was going on about in the book? I don't think I read that on camera, but he does mention a field boundary. I think it must be. And there's a reservoir. Looking lovely. As always, if you've enjoyed this walk, and I suspect you've enjoyed it more than I, although I did see a few flies crawling over the lens, I imagine the buzzing will be pretty irritating. Regardless, if you've enjoyed watching me getting mobbed, please subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. It all helps. And oh yeah, look, we're just coming down here. Oh, we're just heading over across the dam. So yeah, I will see you next time in an undisclosed location, which I've yet to fathom. But until then, enjoy your stomping if you can find a nice bit of weather. And I will see you next time. Cheers!